Hi, my name is Jayvian Kibble, and I'm a ninth grade English teacher in Chandlerview ISD. And today I'll be answering the question, how can instructional technologies be used to promote 21st century teaching and learning? So in the slide that we see here, there's a few examples of technology being integrated into the classroom. As an educator myself, I'm usually using the Chromebooks with my class because we have a Chromebook class set, and I'm usually using a Google Slide to give notes to the students, show visuals and things of that nature, or I use my projector to project the assigned work for them to do or to take notes. So a fun way that we take notes is I use this educational tool in conjunction with Google Slides called Pear Deck, which I'll talk about more in the next slide. But Pear Deck is a really fun tool to use when trying to make your slides and note-taking a little bit more interactive. And also you can use it to include slides of quizzes or short answer responses so that the students are not only learning, but they're also applying what they've just learned so that you're able to see, are they really learning, or do you need to refresh and go over it again? So in this slide, we see more of the options or technology to use. One of them is Pear Deck that I just recently talked about. Starting from the top left, we have Kahoot, Pear Deck, like I mentioned before, Flipgrid, and Nearpod. So Kahoot is something that the kids really love because it's a very fun way to do test reviews. It is a game-based learning program where you can create multiple choice quizzes for them. Pear Deck, like I mentioned, is used in conjunction with Google Slides, so you can make your slideshows a little bit more entertaining and so it's not just words on a slide. Flipgrid is where social skills are developed because you're able to have a conversation or classroom discussion via video. So it's more like Snapchat, how the kids are able to take a video of themselves, a quick 30-second clip, and be more engaging and into the conversation just by having a video and able to talk through their thoughts versus having to write them, which is a lot more harder for them to do. And Nearpod is the same as Pear Deck, where you can also put short answer responses, draw this type of slides, or you can integrate a image or video on there as well, which also solidifies the teaching and learning of the topic. This next slide shows a graph of how student engagement dwindles over time. So the blue is the worksheet, red is a game, and green is a Quizlet. So we can see that over time, after 5 minutes of holding their attention, it starts to dwindle with the worksheet. But with the review game and the Quizlet, it's still staying at a steady pace and also rising within the 15 minutes. So I have seen that happen before where my students will come in, first 5 minutes of class, I have their full attention to do what I need to do. And then after that, it starts to dwindle. And that's usually without using technology. So if I'm not using a projector or the Chromebooks, I do not have their full attention majority of the time. And the classes that I teach are 90-minute classes. So seeing this, we can see that this is true, and I can attest to that because in my classroom, it's really hard for them to kind of keep focus. So in conclusion, technology has been a lot easier when it comes to teaching and learning because it's a lot quicker for the kids and it's a lot easier for them to look at it, see it, understand it, and then move on. So it has become a very big part of their generation and their culture, and it's a lot easier to readily assess it, have access to it, both inside the classroom and outside the classroom. So this will conclude my presentation. Thank you